Hi, everybody.
Did you just time that perfectly?
Yeah.
All right then. Man, there's just something funny about the twinkiest looking rabbit doing like bodybuilder muscle poses. It's
Yeah,
like,
well.
there's not a muscle to be seen here.
Meanwhile, you was at amazing haircut in the back there.
Listen, this is the only one that has a ponytail that doesn't look like shit.
I'm trying to think of all the insults that we love at Zlatan.
This man looks like he microwaves his oatmeal. This man looks like he blows on his Captain Crunch. Thank you,
hey,
Spider.
it's the end of Endwalker, and we're here for it. We got to
Finally.
to Varshan. I am sickly, so Iggy will be doing the reading.
Akula, one of my clerks was just here with a message for you. The students of Baldessian request your presence in Charlene at your earliest convenience. Indebted as I am to our friend, I had hoped that I too might be of service, but it is you alone that they require. If you've no pressing business, pray make your way to the Baldessian Annex at once. Ojika awaits your arrival. In the meantime, I shall continue showing Asdaya the city. From notable landmarks to the people's lives, there is much and more for her to see. Farewell for now, my friend. I look forward to the day we set forth on another adventure together. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go to Old Charlene.
East away.
I mean, we can just take the
Oh yeah, I forgot that there was one actually right there because of how close they are.
Yeah.
Ojika, sup bro, how's your cousin or whatever? Warm and hearty welcome to you. I gather you received our message. Please wait here while I fetch Kryl and Graha. You got the hood down today, Kryl. Thank you for coming on such short notice. And forgive us for sending for you so soon after your trials in the void, to say nothing of your grueling battle against the 12. Now then, we aren't actually the ones who require your presence, but Aaronville. He stopped by recently, you see, and asked us to reach out to you on his behalf. I imagine you're as surprised as we are, given that he was supposed to be away on a long expedition. Something must have necessitated a change in his plans. All he would tell me is that there is someone whom he wishes Aquila to meet. He also mentioned that he would be tending to business at the studium. Shall we look for him there? Bye, Ojika.
There isn't a... Oh, yes, there is.
Yes, there is. I literally just did it.
It's the first one. I'm just blind.
That's okay. Love you anyways.
Gee, thanks.
I love you for how good you look, not how good you see.
Oh.
Aaronville's early return likely has something to do with this visitor. Who could it be, I wonder? And Kryl. Now then, where is Aaronville?
Aaronville! Apologies for the wait. I hope I haven't called you away from anything important. I chanced upon some commissioned items at my destination, so I thought I might deliver them.
Where did you go, if I may ask?
The New World. Tural.
You went to Tural? Then the person who you wish to introduce...
Aye, she hails from there. I present to you...
Here she come.
But it seems you've lost her.
Did she wander off?
There she is. The new Roskar female model.
Sorry. It's just so different here. I can't help but want to explore.
Oh,
Well, while you were exploring, your candidate came to us. This is him. The adventurer you crossed the seas to meet.
Ooh,
And
you weren't exaggerating. It's plain he's no ordinary man.
Say that again? Tuli Yolal?
I'm Uklamat, claimant to the throne of Tulihuela.
Ulioya.
Tuli Yolol.
Tulio.
It's Tural's governing nation. The capital bears the same name.
Oh, look at those teeth. Look at those teeths.
I'll get to the point. I want you to come with me to my homeland.
Given the magnitude of the request, perhaps you should explain why you're making it?
Of course. Soon, an event of great import will be held in Tural. The Rite of Succession. Taking the form of a contest, it will determine who next ascends the throne. As daughter to its present keeper, I will participate. And I have every intention of winning. I was searching for champions to join me when Erenville told me about you. A mighty warrior who knows no fear, who sweeps aside terrible fiends as if they were reeds, who flew to the edge of existence and saved our star.
She asked who Eorzea's greatest hero was, and so I told her. Much more elegantly, I might add.
I love her.
She's great. She's
Now
awesome.
you know why. You'll come to Tural, yes?
Wait, let's all just slow down. Wuklamat, was it? You claim to be of the royal family, but is it not the Mamulja who rule in Tural?
Tulihuela is a nation of many peoples. Not only the Mamulsha, as some across the seas are quick to assume. That said, its present ruler is a Mamulsha, and one blessed with two heads besides. He's also my father. Not by blood, obviously,
Oh,
but he raised me as his
You're
own.
great.
And that's what matters.
So that is the way of it. My apologies if I was indelicate.
Aw.
Hardly. I know little about your land, and nothing about your parentage. But in my eagerness, I've gotten ahead of myself. I can't expect you to agree on the spot when we've only just met. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Just know, though, that if it's adventure you seek, you could do far worse than come with me.
I love her. She's so good.
No,
Okay, I'm at
this is only
the
a
word
rumor.
point thing. Let me know when you're at the choice.
But apparently, the contest will involve the fabled city of gold and the legendary beast, Valyarmanda. Tell me that doesn't pique your interest.
You have my complete attention. This is strictly a rumor, that's nothing more. Or in Golden City, I've heard about it before. What are you picking?
I'm torn between Golden City and you have my complete attention.
I'm gonna go with Golden City.
Okay, then I'll go for attention.
So the tales have reached even these shores. Can't help but feel proud.
We're gonna get along, you and I, she says.
Nice.
I advise you not to put much store by these rumors. Golden cities are not but a dreamer's fancy.
Says the dreamer who was bent on finding one when he was a child. Just because you failed doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Tuliolal and the Golden City. Just like in the letter to Grandfather.
Regardless of what the contest may entail, it'll be no simple thing. If I'm to triumph, I'll need capable and dependable companions. So let's go on a hunt together. There's no better way to get acquainted.
What is this accent? Where is it from? I'm actually curious, because I want to know. Cryo, Journey to Tyrol, Erinville. I ask you to go on a hunt with her, with Lamont. Where to? The stronger the prey, the better. Let's just look at you. She's tall.
Yeah.
And she has better posture than me. I'm
Yeah,
gonna be
that-
very excited for when I transmogrify into Femcat again.
Yeah.
Ah.
It's a really good model.
Yeah. I wasn't sold on the face at first when it first came out, but seeing it in action makes it much better.
Yeah.
The chance to see not only Tyrol, but the fabled Golden City besides, this is the stuff of grand adventures, my friend. Which is not to say you should hastily accept this invitation, mind. There's still a great deal we don't know. So let's begin to rectify that by first getting acquainted with our visitor in the manner she suggests. What is a suitable location for a hunt, though? When I was at the guild earlier, I learned about a petition from researchers on the Isle of Ham. We went there not long ago and culled some unruly fauna, of course, but according to recent reports, the ordinary docile fauna have grown savage. It's believed they've been unsettled by a man-eater predator, and so the researchers seek assistance with identifying and dispatching it. As part of your hunt, perhaps you might answer this petition. Isle's not far, and we'll be helping people in need. That works for me. Just so you know, I've honed my skills against some of the fiercest beasts in Tyrol. Whatever this creature is, you'd better be able to put up a proper fight, or it'll end before you even get the chance to get acquainted. And before we can prove ourselves capable and dependable companions. My apologies, but I must see to some preparations. Pray go on ahead to the Isle. I will join you as soon as possible.
There she goes.
There she goes. If the rest of you are ready, let us head to the harbor. This being guild ship business, it should be simple enough to secure a vessel.
To the harbor.
To the harbor! Apparently, Wukalamat's voice actress is based out of Los Angeles.
Huh.
From Kentucky, originally. We're gonna need to separate for this one.
Probably.
No, absolutely, because that's what the glowy thing around means. So we have to take a ship, and I've barely set foot on dry land. Oh well, I suppose it's for a good cause. A hunt! Come on, let's get going. Several cutscenes will play in sequence. Set aside sufficient time to view the scenes in their entirety. And you'll be required to participate in battle. Your progress will be saved at certain points. Please note if you enter battle associated with a quest or logs out, progress will be lost. Proceed.
From here, we must walk.
So much ice. It rivals even Yogg-Tural. Oh, a white bear! I wonder what it tastes like.
Remember, we're here to deal with creatures that have been deemed an unacceptable danger. Do not attack anything else unprovoked.
I know. I know. So this is the isle where ether literally bursts forth.
Aye, the Isle of Ham. The geysers lie deep inland, however.
You really are knowledgeable. Kona told me nothing about this place.
I doubt your brother managed to come out this way. He's like to have toured facilities like Labyrinthos, however.
The great big cavern under the city. It's amazing that they could make a sky down there complete with a sun.
Hi, Rook.
Hey, Dot.
This brother of yours, he has been to Sharlayan.
He has. Kona's my second older brother, and until recently, he was a student in this city. He went on and on about technological amusements. It made me want to come here too one day. And so I did. I think I understood something of how he felt when I set foot in his beloved studium.
He went to the studio. Your brother must be quite a scholar. But I wonder, like you, he'd be royalty, yes? With such a personage coming to Sharlayan to receive an education would surely have caused a stir, yet I recall nothing of the sort.
He consulted with the head of the studium beforehand, that his identity might remain secret. Being Mikote, he had no trouble blending in. He's adopted like me, you see. One time, though, he almost let it slip to a professor. It was all he could do to parry the barrage of questions.
Having no shortage of questions myself, I can imagine.
Ask whatever you like. I don't mind. But I maintain hunting together is the best way to get to know someone.
The researchers should be up ahead. Let's find them and learn what we can.
Search for signs of your prey.
I'm still in the first cutscene. Okay, so it's a specialized run
Researchers should be just ahead.
of the dungeon.
Basically.
There. The building to the northeast.
So, ordinarily harmless creatures have grown savage.
Don't know what's got them riled up, but I'll take down any that thinks to try me. Right, let's hunt our fill.
Wait a second, is she trying to tank too?
Yeah, she's a warrior. She's got the big
Someone's in
fucking
trouble.
axe.
Yeah, but I mean, does she have tank stance on?
That's a good
Taste
question.
my
I don't know the answer to. Yes.
Okay, that answers some
These
questions.
animals are usually so docile.
Just let her tank and you just DPS it.
Thank goodness you come. I take it you're the one who answered our petition. Aren't you? You're the warrior of light. Would that our meeting was under better circumstances. I was conducting a routine inspection of the transporter here when I was surrounded. We'll find more of the same across the chasm.
You really are famous.
And for good reason, as you'll soon see for yourself.
Zipline.
Quite an interesting contraption you've got here.
Is that our petitioner? Let's go and have a chat.
The adventurer come to answer my petition, I presume. We're most fortunate to have one of your considerable skill here. A creature of unknown origins has been sighted on the island in recent days, and we believe its presence affected the local fauna. The animals beyond the Gitter's worst effect we've encountered thus far, so we dare not go back. Our task is to quell any threats you find and search for traces of the beast responsible for all this. If you find anything, share it.
I'll handle this.
Oh, she's just limit breaking. Okay.
Hold still. Is that all?
Oh my goodness.
Come on.
Okay.
Let's pick up the creature's trail.
Just listen to it. You're gonna come up on it. How do you like our prey? Roasted or raw? Just listen to how she says the word raw. Jesus.
These claw marks. I've seen their like before. It's starting to feel like a proper hunt.
What am I looking for?
I haven't found out just yet, but just follow the people and you'll come across things if you look around.
Well, like, we found the dead one, and then, like, there's a big field.
Yeah, you just keep walking forward and eventually see some sparkly bits in the field.
Do I use the zip line?
No. Okay, see, I looked over and seen what the problem is, Jay. You've been turning the camera around, therefore you're not going to be able to see anything. Return back to the thing, and then it's a straight line. Just keep looking straight ahead, and you'll see a thing eventually.
Okay, straight line led me to a dead end.
Okay, no, sorry. Straight line from directly, like, 180 degrees behind it.
Ah, so the way I was originally going.
Yeah, but you ran past it because you were looking to the left and the right.
So back the way I came?
Okay, look at the corpse. Turn 180 degrees around. And walk in a straight line, and don't move the camera around. More left. You turned right.
I didn't. There's the corpse. I have turned 180 degrees. The camera has gone with me. I am going
Okay,
straight.
hang on a second. Hang on a second. Okay. Yeah, I had to pause the stream and then make it sure that it was uploaded there.
There we go.
Feathers. But did they belong to the
Yeah.
predator or the
Follow your
prey?
buddies and don't look around with the camera.
So, how do you prefer our prey? Roasted or raw?
You presume it's even safe to eat?
Raw.
Still fresh. Whatever this beast, it cannot be far.
Do you suppose they're upset we disturbed their home?
Who knows? If they're screaming for a fight, they've got one.
Let's head back and report what we found.
Oh.
Powerful wings and razor-sharp talons. Worthy prey.
The fuck was that?
What is that thing?
God only knows.
Parrot.
It speaks?
It's heading towards the falls.
I'll stay with the researchers. The creature, I leave to you.
Come, Waklamat.
Right.
I think she's wearing the artifact warrior gear.
Probably not.
Just so we're clear, I wasn't startled by the beast earlier. It caught me by surprise, that's all.
Forgive me, but I failed to see a difference.
I'm getting hungry. Let's be done with this so we can eat.
Caught me by surprise! Caught me by surprise!
Think you're clever, huh? I'll rip off that beak and roast you on a spit! Talk all you like, Bird. I'm going to have the last laugh. Oh, I'm going to enjoy sinking my teeth into you. Ah, shut up already, you blasted bird!
I've never seen such an enormous colibri.
Not good. Quickly, gather together.
Gross.
Yeah, it's very gross.
That was too close.
Warrior rescue?
Steady now.
Technically, she just used, home gang on 2 people.
You know, that'd be neat for us to have.
I'm a little farther ahead of you, and I'm not sure if Wukulnot used a current max level warrior thing, or will be the next max level warrior thing.
Damn it.
Warriors like do a forward flip attack, right?
Spread out, everyone!
My warrior's level 40.
Pay for that.
That's fair.
Thank you.
Well, okay then. Just finished defending it earlier, so I apologize.
That was hardly a tickle.
Well, I mean, I went in as a tank, so...
I'm going in as a healer. You have similar DPS potential.
Okay, maybe I'm just bad.
Nothing to it. We have you now, you loudmouth bastard!
Throw everything you have at it.
And done.
And I had barely limbered up.
It was a terrible foe, but no match for your axe.
Only to be expected. You were pretty impressive yourselves. I was right to invite you on a hunt. But what a curious bird that was. Though we have similar in Tural, they don't grow so big or use such dirty tricks.
Dirty tricks, dirty tricks.
Aw.
Aye, dirty and despicable. Otherwise, I could have easily...
Leave this to me!
Oh, Cryo.
Yeah.
Oh, she got it already.
How about you?
Yeah.
Cryo!
I am terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
She arrived as I was seeing the researchers to safety. It was all I could do to keep up with her after I explained what happened.
So this is what you meant by seeing to preparations?
After hearing of the contest, I thought how wonderful it would be to join you. In coming here, I wanted to demonstrate my skill at arms to Wuklamut. Alas, it seems I missed most of the action.
That was amazing! The piece didn't stand a chance!
I'm glad to have been of service.
May I ask what inspired this change?
You will recall the time you descended to the ethereal sea in search of Heidelin. Recognizing that my skills were inadequate, I chose to provide support from afar, rather than join you. It was the same when you set forth for Ultima Thule. How it pained me to stay behind, again and again. That's what inspired this change. Ever since the final days were averted, I've used every spare moment to hone my craft. As you all have adapted your methods to suit the circumstances, I started by considering how I might best contribute. And after much deliberation, I arrived at my answer.
Aw.
Right?
With the esoteric art passed down by the legendary Archon realm, Pictomancy. As I recall, you have embraced versatility to effectively complement a certain someone's style. What I do is much the same. Like you, I don't want to be left behind.
Indeed. I must say, you appear to be
They
especially
have the powers of
keen
that
on being
painter from
involved
Kirby
in the ritual of
64.
succession.
Yeah.
Is there any particular reason?
Yes, there is. This letter from Tuli Yolal. It was addressed to my grandfather, Olaf,
Excuse me.
and turned up among the students' archives. The ink was faded, so I couldn't fully make out the sender's name. Galul, someone.
Jaja. Gulul Jaja. That's my father, the Dawn servant. What does the letter say?
While much of it isn't legible, it appears to be a request to investigate the Golden City.
A request to investigate the Golden City? From the Dawn Servant himself?
Well, well. Seems it may be more than a rumor after all.
Being a member of the royal family, it was my hope that you could confirm the authenticity of this letter.
I can say for a fact that my father didn't write this. Given how culturally diverse Toliholal is, it was decided some time ago that a common language was needed. But instead of elevating an existing tongue and its speakers above all others, we looked to those widely spoken overseas and created an altogether new one. The similarities to your common tongue also make it quite easy to communicate in these situations, no? This letter, however, is entirely in Eorzean. If Father had written this, it would have been in Turali. And what's more, it bears a wax seal. We don't bother with them.
So the letter is fraudulent, then?
Oh, I didn't mean to say that. My father's signature is genuine, as far as I can tell, so perhaps he simply dictated it.
I see. Oh, thank you for the confirmation. It seems my grandfather indeed had dealings with Tuli Yolal. I can't help but be curious as to what exactly he was doing there. In order to help us decide on a course of action, would you mind if I asked you some questions about your home?
By all means. After all, learning about one another was the purpose of this hunt. We can talk while feasting on this fellow. I, for one, am starving.
We're eating that.
Okay, let me know when we're good.
Yeah, if you want to re-invite me.
No, I mean, I've already started talking to Aaronville.
Oh, okay, I'll do that. It's wildlife paths find and research are safe. Our task is complete. It just leaves the matter of the colibri meat. For better or worse, we go to the last stand. Last stand right across the street.
Oh, yeah. I take this mouse apart and give it a good cleaning. Buttons aren't working right. Hi, Dickon. Here's a famished face if I ever seen one. What can I get you?
There.
Bird and meat from the hunt? I have just the recipe. I've discovered a new recipe from some new sailors.
Come, come. Let's enjoy the bounty of our first outing together.
Yeah, it's steak-ass steak.
That's a tomahawk. See, it's funny because she uses axes.
I'd heard that Charlian cuisine was terrible, but this is fantastic.
What is this? Oh, it smells spicy.
Oh, come now. Since when did you become so soft? It's not like we don't have spicy food in Tural, too.
Oh.
According to Dickon, intensely hot dishes have become popular in Razadhan after a traveller ordered a curry with several times the usual amount of spice.
Oh, that curry.
I remember
So he
that.
started offering the same in order
Oh
to
no,
please the
I'm just not
growing
going to
Harnish
mention that
population
that
here in
was
Shire.
totally partly my fault.
It's nothing I can't handle.
I love her so much.
Your boorish manners reflect poorly on the both of us. I wish you would consider your station.
So, what's up? Are you two siblings?
I swear, sometimes it feels like you open your mouth only to criticize.
Would I be correct in assuming you've known each other for a long time?
Aye, thick as thieves since we were little.
Oh, she's...
Bas-
I beg
The
to
ac-
differ.
The actress
She
is
is
Puerto
a
Rican.
long-standing acquaintance. Nothing
Oh.
more.
I see. I see.
All this time you were from Tural. Oh, would that I had known sooner. There's so much I'd like to ask.
You and everyone else. I've kept it quiet so as to avoid the endless interrogations.
Well, if he's going to be
Hey,
a
Purple.
miser, I'll be happy to tell you about our homeland instead. Since ancient times, many peoples have called Tural home, and they've been fighting each other for nearly as long. The fighting finally stopped some 80 years ago, when the reigning Dawn Servant unified the disparate communities and founded a new nation.
And that's how Tuliolal came to be.
Since
That's
then,
good. I'm glad you
we've
enjoyed
enjoyed
watching
an
the show,
era
Purple.
of uninterrupted peace. But my father is getting old, and he wishes to relinquish the throne to a worthy successor. One who can preserve his legacy. Including myself, there are 4 claimants to the throne. But while we all have the right to participate, one among us cannot be allowed to rule.
A man who is too ambitious by half. Word of the Garlean Empire's collapse has reached Tural. While most are simply relieved, he sees weakness to exploit and would lead our armies across the seas on a campaign of conquest.
After everything my father has done to give us peace, he would drag us back into war. I can't allow it. No matter what, I must win this contest.
I guess I never thought of the geopolitical ramifications of the Garlean Empire as a deterrent from invasion.
I understand your reasons. But this being an event that will dictate the course of your nation's future, is it appropriate for outsiders like us to be involved?
Oh, it's more than appropriate. The Dawn Servant himself expressly encourages it. The ruler of Tural must navigate the intricacies of myriad cultures, and there's no better way to prove oneself qualified to do so than to work with foreign allies.
I'm good
That's
here,
why I
Purple.
sought you out.
Yeah.
Through our hunt, I've confirmed that you're a warrior of considerable skill, but more importantly, one of good character as well. And so I ask you, will you lend me your strength and help me win the throne of Tulihualal? You don't need to decide right this moment. But I will need you if I'm to triumph over the competition. I'll stay here as long as I can while waiting for your answer.
I love Wuklamot. She's great.
In that case,
2 more months.
allow us to prepare a room for you at the Baldessian Annex.
That's very kind of you. Oh, and one more thing. Once we finish eating, would you mind if I took the rest of the meat?
A bit longer than 2.
More or less. She's also a games developer and writer, and she's trans and gender fluid.
Yeah. Whether Wuklamot has the makings of a ruler, I couldn't say, but I do know that she cares deeply for her nation and her people. Whether you choose to help her, though, is for you and you alone to decide. Think on it well. Now then, it's past time I reported our mission success to the guild ship. Well, we would have done so sooner, except Her Highness needed to have her royal meal. I shall come by the annex later. Till then. Grahati is mulling over what you have learned of Wuklamot and her plan. Well, I dare say we now have a fair grasp of Wuklamot's situation. Still, you've been afforded time to consider invitation. Why not use it to learn more about Tural? Humanon is bound to have some information on the continent. Just the thought of burying myself in books is making me sleepy. Certainly wouldn't hurt to be better informed. I'm doing the top one.
Yep.
Quite right. Not only would it help to make an informed decision, but if you do choose to go, you'll be better prepared for what awaits. Come, my friend, let's be off to the archive.
this quest, we'll be doing the Final Fantasy XVI crossover event. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Right, Numenon is across from the studio.
Yeah. Pudding Way! How you doing, buddy? I guess my pudding wasn't needed to stop the final days after all, but I persevere. Once people taste it, they'll be even happier than they were before the apocalypse started. I just know it. Good job, Pudding Way.
You know, we meme on Strangers of Paradise. Iggy and I played it. It was actually really good.
Yeah, no, like, it's actually just good. His whole thing of all I know is I need to fight chaos. Well, maybe there's a reason why his only personality trait is must defeat chaos.
Yeah.
Like a plot reason. The origins of blue magic can be traced back to the esoteric practices of the Waliaki, a tribe on the distant continent of Tural. Sorry, go ahead.
Technically, we already fought chaos in this game.
It's true. The tribe holds nature in its highest, and in seeking to cultivate a spiritual connection with them, have learned to harness the power of the wildlife around them. In exchange for teaching them the common tongue, I was permitted to live among them and train in their ways. Those days were some of the most grueling I remember, but tremendously rewarding. For instance, I had the privilege of visiting Lapis Canyon, the tribe's sacred grounds. It's so named for the cerulean deposit that wells up to the surface, turning the entire canyon a brilliant blue. Under a shaman's watchful eye, I finally managed to master the Waliaki's art and make the animal's powers my own. As no name existed for it in the common tongue, I took the liberty of naming it Blue Magic. Hang on a second!
He wrote a book.
You wrote a book? The reason I chose this color, as you will have doubtless gleaned, is for the significance it holds to the Waliaki. I cannot think of a name more fitting to honor the people from whom this noble magic was born.
Blue Mage was the first real job that we got that had any connection to Tural.
Yeah. Leatherbound book. Lines in the sand, geopolitics of Eidolon. Let us begin by comparing the geographical characteristics of the three great continents in Tural. The former stretches from east to west and lies entirely within the northern hemisphere. In contrast, the latter says the far reaches both northern and southern hemispheres. The difference immediately presents itself in the form of climate variance. Shifts in climate tend to be gentler when moving east to west, but harsher when moving north to south. Owing to this fact, longitudinal migration is far more common in history, whether it be by men, animals, or plants. Case in point is the Elegants, who rose to power in Aldenard before advancing east to Ilsabard. Their movement would be mirrored thousands of years later by the Garleans. Meanwhile, although the disparate tribes of Tural waged war with one another for generations, stymied by the climate, none could make any great headway north or south. Tribes hailing from frozen lands, withered beneath the desert sun, while those that thrive in the open plains could not pierce the dense jungle. Such is the way of it until the leader of the Mamul Jah succeeded in bringing the continent under one banner. Given the land's divided history and reason thereof, one cannot help but be in awe of this faith. Truly, it is testament to the autarch's greatness.
You gave a voice that sounded more congested than me.
Yeah, that's because I stopped any and all air from moving through my nose.
Probably shouldn't do that. You don't like how Blue Mage is implemented in this game, Purple?
And fauna of Tural. Every land has given rise to unique wildlife, and the continent of Tural is no exception. While some of the creatures have become a familiar sight in the Eorzea, many and more exist that are rarely seen this side of the Indigo Deep. This tome introduces a select variety of species described in the testimonies of sailors and adventurers. Alpaca. Accustomed to Tural's craggy mountain ranges, this four-legged beastkin has been domesticated for seemingly hundreds if not thousands of years. Their soft white fleece is highly prized by weavers, while their strong legs and sure-footedness make them capable beasts of burden. Wyver. This ferocious scalekin is native to the dense jungles of Tural. The Mamul Jah have succeeded in taming them and using their prodigious strength for manual labor. Given their immense size and power, it should come as no surprise that the Wyver is also employed as a siege beast. Enemy fortifications cannot long withstand this horned brute's rampage. Valigarmanda. Turali folklore holds that this bird-like creature is the mightiest of beasts and the very embodiment of nature's power. Whether it exists beyond myth, however, is uncertain.
I keep meaning to do more with Blue Mage, but I never get around to it.
Yeah, it's just kind of how life works out sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Eorzean cuisine history. It is impossible to adequately discuss Eorzean cuisine without speaking that land from which many of our modern-day staples hail, the far western continent of Tyrol. Ogre pumpkins, ruby tomatoes, even the ubiquitous popoto, these crops and more that regularly grace Eorzean dining tables trace their origins to the New World, as the place is known to most. The tale of this culinary immigration begins in the year 1498 of the 6th Astral Era, when a limited sailor named Ketenram successfully traversed the Indigo Deep to arrive at the theretofore unknown continent. Ketenram spent several moons exploring inland, in the course of which he encountered the denizens of the sprawling nation of Mamulja. He was even granted an audience with their supreme leader, whose confidence he won along with permission to roam freely. Ketenram would return to Tyrol several times, but during his first expedition, he charted the land and gathered myriad root vegetables and seeds to bring back to Limsa Lominsa. The most notable of these was the popoto, whose ease of cultivation and nutritional value saw it quickly spread to all corners of Eorzea. Produce was far from the only bounty of Ketenram's expeditions to Tyrol. Many tantalizing recipes, such as the bean-filled burrito, and gripping legends, such as that of the Golden City, reached our shores by way of his ship. Those outside Ketenram's circle, Tyrol largely remains shrouded in mystery, yet its influence on our cuisine cannot be overstated. Many scholars, myself included, would relish the chance to immerse themselves in the culinary culture of that faraway continent. Just like in real life. They went over to the Americas, and they took the potatoes, and there you have it. Scoured the library to your satisfaction, have you? Excellent. Well, there are a few books wholly dedicated to the subject of Tyrol. I dare say you found tidbits of useful information scattered here and there. Let's continue this outside. The mammoths do not take kindly to chatter. Quiet in the library. Now then, I'm quite keen to hear your honest impressions. Couldn't help but notice that we read the very same book on cuisine. I was pleasantly surprised to find references to Tyrol within. Did any in particular pique your interest? Photos.
Photos.
The legendary city of gold!
As have I.
You're going...
Despite just having enjoyed a hearty meal, I found myself creating papotos. As they keep well, they were a boon to sailors. It was that same property that allowed them to survive the voyage to Eorzea. Also mention a method of preservation which sees papotos repeatedly frozen and dried, which was then used in the stew.
I suspected the mention of a city of gold to catch your eye. It is truly a mystery among mysteries. Here is a city whose location is unknown, that no one has ever seen, and yet whispers of its existence continue to persist. Countless souls that set off in search of it endeavor to return. I can imagine it being a suitable challenge for the ritual succession. Moving on, did you pretend to learn aught about the fauna of Tyrol? Given your adventuring background, I expect the topic would interest you. Alpacas, wyvers, or Valgarmanda?
Probably that last one.
Probably the last one. You choose the last one, and I'll ask about alpacas.
How do I get the impressions you're imagining pitting yourself against the fell beast? Fortunately, I found scant details on your would-be prey. One source simply described it as an enormous winged creature, scales hard as steel that rules the skies.
Oh, it's a dragon.
It's one shows up.
It's the dragon that doesn't talk back to anybody. Ah, yes, the alpaca. In addition to serving as beasts of burden, they provide clothing for people by way of their lush fleece. They are especially prized by mountain tribes who hold certain rare specimens sacred. Thought I heard familiar voices. Fancy running into the two of you here. Well, have some reach of your own, do you? We hope to arm ourselves with knowledge that may benefit the Garlean people. Having forged a new trade agreement with Rosette, they will next look to foster relations with other nations, including former imperial provinces. In view of this, we hope to find hints in history on how neighbors of differing races and ideologies might engage with one another. And what are the two of you? What endeavor brings you here this day? A nation composed of the disparate peoples of Tyrol. I dare say this is precisely the kind of example we seek. We do well to read up on Yolal ourselves. Contest. Is Akula the only one allowed to help Wuk-Lamat? There's no mention of such restrictions as I recall. On the contrary, Wuk-Lamat gave us the impression that she could have several champions. I think I know how to make the most of our respite. Follow me, Alphino. We have planning to do. Alize, wait! Twould seem our plans have changed, if you'll excuse me. Never could rest on their laurels. Let's return to the annex. Yes, Medesign, like some sort of king of the skies. Sky bird, sky bird, sky bird.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I guess it's just a meme that only I understand the reference to.
Oh, it's just... Despite all that we've learned, I can't help but feel we've yet to hear the whole story. What about you, my friend? Are you inclined to accept or refuse Wuk-Lamat's request?
I never say no to a new adventure. It's kind of like, do you want to play the video game or do you not want to play the video game, my friend?
I'm still undecided, to be honest. We'll pretend the Warrior of Light has one brain cell.
I don't blame you. No matter the assurances, it's no simple thing to wade into the midst of a political struggle, and in a foreign land at that. How about this then? Instead of deciding here, go there first and then decide. In the course of seeing new lands and meeting new people, you'll surely find a way forward. That's what adventurers do, is it not? Such a journey would be the envy of many a scholar. Distant as it is, Tyrol remains largely unknown to us, with only meager records to be found in Numenor. The experiences to be had.
Oh, come on.
All the things you might hear, feel, and think. It's enough to stir me to the core. Life is a series of journeys, my friend, and there's no telling what awaits us on the long road. But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another. Ah, but there's an idea. I have a matter to attend to at the Agora. Please, go on inside. I will join you shortly.
Oh, okay. What are you doing there?
Remember how the Scions are going to be split between different champions?
Yeah, I do. That's fine. But just like... Alright. Welcome back. If you're looking for Mook Lamont, she is currently with the others' inner chambers. If you like, I can go fetch them for you. Yes. Please wait in the main hall.
Oh, don't hit the destination yet. So this here is Eorzea. And there's Ilsabard where Garlemald is. There's Thavnair. There's the Far East. And Terrell is like way the fuck over here. So if this was Europe, or yeah, let's say if this represented Europe, it would be South America.
Wait a second. Which were you looking at and saying was...
Well, I mean, like, Eorzea is basically Europe, and then Garlemald is the Russia analog, and then the Far Asia is represented by Kugane in the Far East.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, because, like, this map here, I don't believe is the entire world.
It's not. It's just the 3 continents that we know of, and then the New World is, like, way off to the west and south.
Yeah. Like, right. So this, like, shape of Africa, almost, on the left-hand side, is Eorzea. Got Radzat Han being its little island self. And you got Doma. And most of the Garlean Empire we don't have anything about because it's the Garlean Empire and they didn't bother filling in the map. Just clouds.
Basically. Alright, hit destination.
You have the look of someone who's made up their mind. Go on then. Let's hear it.
I wish to boldly go where I've never gone before. I can't not say that.
Yeah.
Then you need me as much as I need you. Together we'll blaze new trails in Tural.
You're not planning to leave without us, are you?
The options are yes and yes. The only way to say no is to not buy the next expansion.
We happened to cross paths at Numenon earlier, you see, and I told them about Wuklamat. And when we fortuitously met again at the Agora just now, they expressed an interest in meeting our visitor.
Ah, you must be the twins who are sneaking after Erenville as toads.
100 things about us you could have told her, and you chose that!
First impressions last.
"'Tis an honor and a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Your Highness. Alphino Leveilleur at your service, and this is my sister Alize."
Oh no, let's not do that. I really can't stand titles. So, you want to participate in the contest too, is that right?
Indeed we do. We've been assisting with the rebuilding effort in Garlemald. Yet while progress is being made, the question remains of how the nation might reconcile with its neighbors. We believe there is much we might learn from Tuliolal, a nation founded on unity. And in return for this honor, we would spare no effort in supporting your claim.
The more the merrier, I say. And I'd be keen to learn about Eorzea and Garlemald from you as well.
Having recruited so many committed and capable allies, I presume you have no need for my continued assistance?
Nonsense! Like I told you before, you're indispensable. They're strong, aye, but strangers to our land. They need someone to guide them, to point out the dangers and spare them grisly deaths. I can't think of anyone better suited to that task than you. What's more, despite your assertions, I know you haven't given up on the City of Gold.
As I recall, Kryl, you were the first to state your desire to visit Tural.
Perhaps I was. Still, I can't help but worry about being away just when our order is beginning to find its feet again.
You have nothing to worry about. I haven't forgotten how you held the fort while I set off to explore Alzadal's legacy. It's only fair that I return the favor. Pray, leave the students to Ojika and me.
But, Raha...
You want to retrace your grandfather's steps, don't you? This is a rare opportunity, and I insist that you seize it.
He'll catch up later.
Thank you, Raha.
Oh, don't say that, Graha. You
Thank
didn't
you.
haggle.
Well, looks like it's settled. I'm counting on you all to help me win the
Oh.
throne.
Our first look at a world map.
I
haven't
suppose
gotten there,
now
but
is
there
a
it
good
is.
time to show you what I spent a small fortune on at the Agora. There. This, my friends, is the latest map of the world, created to celebrate our friendship with the Loporrits. Cast your eyes west of Sharlayan, for there it lies.
Pixelated as fuck, Raha.
The site of your next great adventure, Tural.
Kind of shaped like an hourglass.
I mean, it could be the way you're saying meta. It's British actors.
Yeah. Oh, look at this nice drawing of Alphino. He almost looks pubescent.
Oh, once I get off this black screen, there we go. So yeah, when Endwalker, when Dawn Trail launches, that's a good sketch. We'll actually stream the whole MSQ.
We're doing everything.
We're doing everything. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but we'll figure it out and we'll make it happen.
What do you mean you don't know how? Same way we did this one, right?
Yeah, and all that footage is gone, so.
Really?
Yeah.
Alright then.
So we'll have to do it live, so we'll have to figure it out.
Yeah.
Congratulations on being the game. What do we play next? More of this.
Yeah. More of this.
Anyway, I'm gonna skip the credits.
Yeah, that's fair.
What do you got? Lest you wonder about your passage to Tural, Unveil will arrange a ship to his guild. Take this, it's a knapsack. Now we get a poem. Oh, meanwhile in Limsa. Instead of the Empire, I guess.
When does the next ship set sail?
Someone else arriving in Eorzea, maybe.
Nope.
May I ask your destination?
The north and east, I've already seen. I suppose I'll head west this time.
West, you say?
It's like everyone else has plans and Stinian just shows up, which is totally in character.
It's absolutely in character. He just ends up like, why am I hearing things on my link pearl? I'm literally in the new world. What the fuck do you mean you guys are here now? Oh, and Uriandra is gonna just be like, oh, cards tell me to go somewhere.
No, he gets a letter.
I see you've made up your mind. I had a feeling you'd be keen.
But to think that our comrades too are thither bound. Fate doth work in mysterious ways.
Indeed. It will be a grueling task, having to contend with them.
If the prospect doth trouble thee, 'tis not too late to decline the petition. Though thine expression would suggest thou art far from perturbed.
Oh, how could I possibly be, knowing what's to come?
Then let us delay no further and secure passage on a vessel.
Aye. This will be a mission to remember.
He's just happy because he maybe gets to fight the Warrior of Light.
Yeah,
And not
everyone's
be
favorite
possessed this
two-gay
time.
uncles.
We make for Tyrell.
Let's go to the New World. A great opportunity to meet new characters. Just kidding, it's all the previous characters. Okay, to be fair, we want all the previous characters. These are our best friends.
Yeah.
I'm honestly sad that we don't get Graha. Even if it's only for a little bit. I know he'll show up. I want him there the whole time. Graha's great. He's our boyfriend.
So I have a feeling that like all of the older members of the Scions, Thancred, Urianger, and Stola, will be on the other team.
Have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the Bounty?
Aw.
Or the treasure islands beyond the frozen waters of Blind Frost in Offerd's north? The fabled golden cities of the New World.
Yes, Thancred does have a gunblade.
Yeah. But unlike in FF8, they made it make some kind of sense.
Weigh anchor now, the tide is high, and dawn of new adventure nigh. Row forth to break horizon's bond, and tread the gilded path beyond. Cool. I have a knapsack. Personal effect, knapsack. Personal effects? Is that fashion accessories?
I believe so.
Yep.
It just gives you a gleaner's bag. Okay.
Yep.
Alright, now it's time for the crossover event. I'll see you in Ul'dah.
Yeah, okay.
Sword pistols were a real thing. Both were bad swords and bad pistols. So, like, the way the gunblade works in 14, it doesn't shoot a projectile. You just kind of load a mana cartridge into it and then activate a spell by pulling the trigger. Is that about right?
Think so? Oh, hi there, buddy. Hi, Ardbird's ghost. Doing okay there? What are you doing there? You should be inside my id.
That's some insider baseball. Alright, this neophyte adventurer seeks the Warrior of Light for a limited time only quest.
Are you Akula Kachyosh? I can say no. I'll say no. No.
Yes.
I'm sorry, you look just like him. Oh man, you don't even know. My favorite character, like, person just making a character for a fucking dipshit joke was someone who made a Lalafell by the name of Table Cloth, first name Table, last name Cloth, who was just dead on a table somewhere here in Ul'dah.
Yeah, it'd be goggle
not even play dead, like
actually dead.
Actually dead by using a weird glitch in order to keep a damage over time after leaving a dungeon. Anyways.
Anyway.
Yeah, Begoggled Gentleman tasked me to find you in hopes of entreating your aid with some matter he deigned not to share with me. Pray remain here, I'll fetch him at once. Begoggled, you say?
Yeah, it's Yoshi P. You love the screenshots. The Lalafell called anti-vaxxer Charlie was just dead on the ground.
Oh, he does wear goggles.
Yeah.
I thought they were just glasses. I don't know. You have a request that only you can do. Here's my tale begins with an unsettling dream. E'en did I behold the evening sky boundless and shimmering as I dreamt deep of its beauty. I spied 2 stars sailing across the inky expanse, one appears white, the other blushing scarlet. Their courses set such that they might pass without collision. Sharply and suddenly the scarlet star shifted its trajectory high above the burning landscape, did its path intersect with that of the white star, their conjunction marked by a brilliant explosion of light. Even in slumber, I was awestruck by the spectacle.
I failed to see what that has to do with me.
Truth be told, my own interpretation wavers. My rational mind says meaningless dream, while my artist soul insists on prophecy. Whatever greater meaning this vision might hold, I'm convinced that the blazing white star represents the warrior of light, in other words, you. And should these portents indeed foretell future events, you are thus fated to encounter the scarlet star, whomsoever that may be. I therefore humbly request that you accompany me to the burning land for my dream, that I might witness the vision's denouement. I will compensate you for the trouble, of course.
Did you give up on emotion there?
I've been doing that same voice for the entire thing. The question is which territory in the origin might be considered burning, metaphorically or otherwise. Burning wastes.
Garlemald. The Bowl of Embers?
Where I battled Ifrit? Hey! Its relation to flame cannot be denied. My nature can tell me nay. The scene from Dream is more rich than a bowl, a giant flickering out the crop of crystal mayhaps, of course.
The burning wall.
The cluster of immense crystals born of the 7th Emerald Calamity. It well resembles a sweeping stream from my dream. First mystery solved, leave for Thanel, the for his burning wall at once. Ugh. I had a bad hiccup.
Well, when you're reading at 200 words per second, that can happen.
Ugh.
Try human speeds.
No. I refuse.
Sorry, audience. I hope you can translate Mumble Shark. Is it in Western Santaland or Eastern Santaland?
You gotta go to Camp Drybone, and that's it.
Oh.
Good news, though, we can fly.
Yeah, so, when Bahamut nuked the planet, a lot of this stuff was left behind. And now that they redid all the maps for flying, you can have a better look at it. In fact, there's pieces of the moon still in there that you can clearly see.
Oop. Aha! Hello, wandering minstrel. Isn't there a Rathalos mount back in this game? Yes, it's still here.
Yeah, we can still fight him.
Burning Wall, an apt name indeed. 'Tis said that these crystalline structures were formed when falling shards of Dalamed pierced the land's ethereal current. Some have seen as a symbol of rebirth, a manifestation of renewed life, but that is neither here nor there. Let's have a look around, shall we? Spyglasses at the ready.
You can fly a version of Bahamut, but you have to get all the mounts from the extreme fights.
Yeah.
And it's like the Final Fantasy IV version of Bahamut. Search for the unusual. Here I go, proving how blind I am again.
Just look down south, there's a strange man.
Oh, that. Yeah, that's Clive. So Clive is using the new human model because with Dawn Trail, they're changing the character models.
Technically, you're not human, but yes. Oh hey, this makes sense, because I'm a healer.
Where am I?
God damn, that looks good.
What's going on?
So, no, this is before he took up the moniker of Sid.
Dream led you to me. I understand how absurd that may sound. We ourselves are unsure of what awaited us here. As for who we are, I'm content to be known as the Minstrel. This stalwart hero is the Warrior of Light. And you? Clive. Last thing I remember was the ruins. How did I come to be in this place? It would seem you were knocked senseless. Confusion is to be expected. For safety's sake, I suggest we make for town and have a frontispiary physician look over you. I shall see our patient receives proper treatment. Would you mind waiting for us at Scholar's Walk? Dude, as part of the Black Mage cauterize him. Given his fire affinity, it might work. My Black Mage can barely make fire.
Don't worry, I can handle it.
Our foundling is being cared for as we speak, but I'm told he should be released soon. Hopefully 'twas not but a bite of food and a little bed rest couldn't cure. It's kind of you to wait, thank you. What of your condition? Much improved. Physiker is also noted no signs of history of illness. Yet my memories remain hazy. How did I end up here? Whatever I was doing, it was important. I'm sure of it. I must return as soon as possible. I see. We cannot leave him in this state. We must help him restore his memories and find his way home. What of this city, Clive? Do any parts of Ul'dah strike you as familiar? Yeah, the new model is definitely nice. No, maybe I've simply forgotten, but I recognize nothing. Not Ul'dah, then. Still, I should like to think that the site that's down as a well-known locale will hasten your recovery. Burning wall where we found you is situated midway betwixt Ul'dah and Gridania. Perhaps a trip to the 12th Wood is in order. Gridania, you say? The name rings no bells, but I have no better suggestions. And you would take me there? Nod. Meanwhile, I'll make the rounds of the neighboring settlements. Food and bed rest, because that's how you cure head trauma and amnesia in a video game. Sights and sounds of a well-known place should help. How about a castle on fire and a dead brother? Ouch. This entire situation has knocked me off balance, I'm afraid. I appreciate you coming to my rescue. Bill, you must have your own business to attend to. We can set out whenever you're ready. Are we ready? Let's head out. This Gridania the minstrel mentioned is far. Will we need an mount? No, we got boats. It goes through the air. By airship.
Skybird.
You have those?
Skybird.
Not that I mean to doubt you, friend. If you're saying we're boarding an airship, then that's what we'll do. In my world, they're just, ruins scattered all over the world after the Magitech Wars. If I may ask a foolish question, do these airships of yours actually fly? Yeah. Your expression tells me as much. Is there no airship travel where you're from? Yeah, so it would seem. It's odd. I know that the weapon on my back is called a sword. I understand what it's for and how to wield it. My general knowledge seems to be intact. Yet hearing you speak of functional airships, I felt confusion. Something that you clearly think of as commonplace. I can make no sense of it. Where was I before now? Dwelling on this is pointless. Forward is the only way. I gotta just flat out use airplane noises now.
Yeah.
You okay, buddy?
Need a glass of water.
I feel that bracing wind, the deck shuddering beneath your feet as you rise into the sky. Memory may be faulty, but that was an experience I'm sure I'd not soon forget. So this is Gridania? It seems very unlike the city we just left. Where to begin? I think I'll best follow your lead. Five's now just gonna tag along.
I got a friend.
I always get lost when I come here via airship.
Yeah.
This tavern, it reminds me of somewhere I've been before. Like a tavern. I can feel the memory, but it's like grasping at smoke. Maybe if you were to show me somewhere else.
Person whose name is Buttered Butter.
Wait, there was a Buttered Butter?
Yeah, I'm standing right next to Buttered Butter.
Are they downstairs, or...?
No, they're up right at the crystal here. Outside. Also, we have Songbirds, 1 through 8, and Boba Tea, all falling down surrounding someone named Alaric Cyril.
So we do. You gotta love the performance art. And then there's just this dude here in a jacket and jeans.
Yeah, it's Bruce.
Yeah. Yeah, it is literally Bruce.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Buttered Butter teleported away.
A shame.
Anyways.
Okay, next point is south here. So yeah, I am playing the PlayStation version as my main monitor died, and playing this on a small monitor really hurts. chocobo. Or, I'm sorry, he'd say a chocobo. That's something I recognize. It is more than that. I had my own chocobo once, I'm sure of it. That is for the when or where.
Chocobo.
An impressive crystal. Not a mother crystal, surely. No, not nearly large enough, and it's not screaming. Screaming's a dead giveaway. I love that this music just dips into the fucking Shire, because it's almost right out of the movie soundtrack.
Yeah.
This is truly a beautiful place. You've taken a liking? I do like what I've seen of it. Seems a peaceful life here among the trees, only I can't shake the strangest feeling. As if it's too peaceful, and that doesn't sit right. Patrol reporting, Commander. All is quiet with the XL, no signs of Garuda. For which we are profoundly grateful. At ease, soldier. We're at peace with the beastmen. You say Garuda? You there, this Garuda you speak of. Ugh. Sarah, are you alright? How do you... Do you know this gentleman?
I refer to by my rank.
Yeah, we... Somehow that activated Siri. I was in a battle with Garuda. I fought her, I'm sure of it. Please, you must tell me more. Anything that might help me remember my past. Of course, Gridania owes a debt of gratitude to any you've stood against that destructive fiend. There's one more suited to the task than I. Our elder Seatseer is well versed not only in primal lore, but in the treatment of bodily affliction. Surely she's your best hope for recovery. I will send word ahead
Thank you. Don't call me Shirley.
Pray find me at Nafika's altar in Old Gridania, and I'll see that you're granted entry to the Lotus Stand again.
As always.
You figure I have a fucking hall pass at this point. So he's fought Garuda, but like, I guess he hasn't. Oh, you know what? He must have just been at the point where he discovered that he was a freak.
Yeah.
The Lotus Stand lies just ahead. If you follow me, please. You get to meet the head of government. Greetings, honored guests. I hope we get orchestrion roles for all of this.
I hope so.
Manor you has apprised me of your friend's condition. This is he.
Loulois.
Whatever.
Louisois. Loulois.
Pleasure to meet you. I am Connie Senna, Elder Seedseer of Gridania. I thank you for your gracious welcome. I am Clive, though beyond that, my introduction may be lacking. Please concern yourself not with proprieties. I almost said properties, that would have been wrong. It is your memory loss we are here to address. I am told Garuda's name awakened some previous recollection. In the instant I heard it, a hazy vision of battle rose unbidden. I think perhaps if I could hear more of Garuda. A wish easily granted. Roll tape. Garuda is a deity revered by the Ixal, the people who once dwelled here and the 12s would and still do. He appears as a winged entity, half bird, half woman, who commands the wind itself. Most frightening, however, is their capricious temper, as unpredictable as a howling storm. I should add that the Warrior of Light has fought against Garuda in her primal incarnation. Several times. A winged woman of volatile temperament with power over his wind, a fitting description of the opponent I remember. But yet, deity knows the will behind that monstrous visage was distinctly mortal. I suspect Clive's Garuda and Eorzea's primal are not one and the same. He could just walk in?
Of course I can, he's God!
Mainly as Clive himself is not of our world. I had him DNA tested. Explain yourself, minstrel.
He has chromosomes unknown to man.
I went back to where we discovered Clive and questioned folk in all the nearby settlements. Not one recognized his description. Such a distinctive tattoo, escaping the notice of every local rumor monger from moms around, improbable. That led me to consider another possibility. One consistent with past accounts I've heard of visitors from other worlds somehow stumbling through reality's curtain and finding our way to our star. Like Lightning, and Cloud, and that chick from 11, and the guy from 15.
The guy from 15? You can't even remember his name?
Knocked.
There you go.
My brand. It's the mark of a bearer. My brand.
My brand! My special eyes!
Does it pain you to remember? I feel the memories trying to surface, but when I strain to recall, a piercing ringing fills my ears. Garuda, bearer, Ifrit. Another primal's name. It would seem the pain has a less than tangible source. Long have I studied the healing arts, yet I sense no shadow of illness in your body. Your suffering stems not from injury nor sickness. Victims of terrible events have been known to suppress their own memories out of instinct. Once subconscious denies attempts to confront the awful truth, the mind creates a shielding of pain to protect the heart. The barrier is of my own making. How then am I to overcome it? With our aid, of course. You know, I'm kind of surprised, like, no one here was like, motherfucker, you've been to space.
Nah, this is level 50, so this is before that.
Okay. Fate has brought us together, and together we shall triumph over this adversity. Oh no, it was bitch, please, you've been to space.
Ooh, excuse me. Burples.
So you sent me from another world. In my memory of said world are not like eternalists, I acknowledge some terrible truths. There's a confounding dilemma, I agree, and I've given thought to a solution. I believe that the shackles which bind your mind may yet be struck off in the heat of battle. A drastic measure perhaps, especially when you're not at your best. Which is why I turn to you. You are the twin to Clive's wandering star. Your involvement is no accident. Wait for me at Apkalu Falls. Mitchell has a plan, it seems, but he shares little beyond confusing metaphor. We'll get over there. Apparently, Hopefully he knows where he's going. Where in Mandalorian is that? No, Gridania.
You know, it's just up where the summoner stuff is. Unithra.
Which one am I taking?
Go to Mikeda's amphitheater, you gotta walk the rest of the way.
I don't Gridania much. Ul'dah at least makes sense. There's roads.
That's all Ul'dah's got? Roads?
Yeah, which, you know, is way more than we got here.
Fair. Okay, we gotta... we gotta 1v1 him here. Okay, let's see. Do we want to go in as a healer? Do we want to do literally anything else? That's a good question.
This place.
Oh, right, this is level 50.
Why here? Because this waterfall is where the legendary Archon Louis Trois gathered a band of adventurers. Time of the Seventh Umbral Calamity. I like your words, Magic Man.
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
The purpose to extinguish the Infernal Ifrit. Ifrit? I know something is there, why can't I remember? I've recalled several words in this Elder Seedseer's presence. Words which brought him pain. While the significance of bearer eludes me, you and I are more than familiar with Ifrit. Considering your reaction to the mere mention of the name, it's likely that the primal, or its equivalent, is deeply connected to your condition. So we're gonna bring you face to face with Ifrit in our world. You'll do battle with the Phantom or a mind's creation. Imaginary, your suffering will be all too real. You must persevere. Take heart, Scarlet Star, and call upon the strength of your shining twin.
It's fine. What's the worst could have happened? Kill your brother?
Oh, we're well past that.
Yeah, I know.
Where has he sent us? You stand in the Bowl of Embers, where is a site where the Amalja summoned their patron deity, a stage upon which the warrior of light became a slayer of gods. It is but convincing illusion, the body of recounted tale giving breath by faithful verse. Come forth, Lord of the Infernal. Yeah, that's our Ifrit.
That's our boy.
An accurate facsimile, yet not quite the Ifrit you know. No, not quite the same.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Ooh, handsome boy.
I'm surprised that model works here. Hey, Alex.
Hello, Alex.
I'm impressed. But they got the 16 model in here and it still looks good.
Uncover the truth.
Ready when you are. Together then. That's the thing which killed Joshua. Yes, I've been on his trail seeking vengeance for my brother. This fiend must pay. During this battle, you gain access to special duty actions. Use rising flames to charge the foe and inflict high damage. With the proper timing, you can dodge to avoid taking damage. Certain attacks will be preceded by a countdown. After executing a dodge, you can do precision strike for more damage. So they're giving us some 16 abilities.
Nice.
I have no idea how this is going to work on controller, so...
You have no idea what the roll action buttons are. Sorry.
I'll just put my mouse over there and hope for the best. Yeah, I was right. You press too hard, it becomes it doesn't click. It's a light touch to click. And I'm dead. I just do it the way I do things since Eorzea.
Unfortunately, there's a couple of things that you need to just dodge.
Yeah, I know. It is really cool that they translated this fight here, though. buy you some time.
You're gonna need to target that thing, by the way.
Yeah.
Like Susanoo. Oh no, not the steppies.
Hitting the steppies.
I'm getting the steppies.
Down for the count. I think this is steppies. Yep. Can't steal attacks from our free plus copyright.
like, how do you think the Final Fantasy XIV team got the Final Fantasy 16 team to agree to this?
Yeah, Yoshi always makes that joke.
It's a good joke.
Which holiday applies to you? I am not sure.
Holiday?
Oh, hang on. I will catch up with chat after the fight. You actually can precision dodge and stuff without countdowns.
Yeah.
Oh no, I failed.
Oh.
I gotta do it all over again. But that's okay. I'll do it as not this class. How about one that can deal damage? And one that's actually mapped to the controller, now that I think about it. I was about to be like, I'm gonna load up Reaper. Reaper's not set up on the controller yet. It doesn't matter. Now I have strengths beyond my limits. Fear me, as I have absolutely no red mage skill to do battle.
Succeeded where Jaye has failed. I'm gonna reward myself with a wagon wheel. Pardon me as I mute myself.
I mean, no one's here to watch my amazing gameplay skills. Everyone knows I'm terrible.
You're the reason I play healer, right?
Yeah. How you been? It's been a minute since we've seen you.
Hello! What was it?
To hear.
Always good when the things have been doing.
Cure. We're steppies.
Step off with your steppies.
another to spare myself the guilt. I feared that by accepting it, I would lose what little was left of me. But I accept the truth of it now. You are not a freak. I am. Yes. They pulled that right out of the game.
Well, yeah.
Animation and everything. That's good. I mean, I'm just more surprised that 16 or 14 can handle it. The victor in a battle against your own mind would seem you have emerged the victor. Intriguing. Orgle. Where your light's just standing there like, do I have to kill you now? Usually when someone turns into a primal, I have to kill them. Man, what a weird dream. The illusion is unraveled, yet you brought a friend back with you. This is Torgal, a wolf pup raised in the duchy. He's no more loyal ally in battle and no keener guide when the road ahead is uncertain. That would explain the aberration in the lingering ether. Torgal is here to lead you back to your own world. Clive has embraced his harrowing past and in so doing reclaimed the memories he lost. Though not a conscious act, he has manifested his readiness to return home in the form of a trusted companion. Even so, it was difficult to accept what I'd done. My younger brother Joshua was a kind and gifted soul. The inheritor of the Phoenix's flames, he was destined to become Archduke, as her father before him, but Joshua was murdered. From that day onwards, I lived for one purpose alone. The dominant fire had slain my brother, and I would have my revenge. I spent years trying to kill her until one day, I came to understand it had been me all along. I was young and distraught when I first summoned Ifrit. I hadn't known such power lurked within me, or that could even exist at all. Transformation was instinctive, uncontrolled, and it was by my hand that Joshua died. I can but imagine the anguish this caused you. It was anguish, yes, and guilt I will never escape. I cannot let it stop me. I was born the vessel for Ifrit's power, and I need to know why. It was in search of answers that I went to Phoenix Gate and delved into the ruins below. And then I passed out, so I was exactly right. Your tale suggests that something in the ruins was responsible for your inadvertent journey here. And if you arrived in a words here from a place sacred to the Phoenix and its flames, and it stands to reason. I'm thinking that to see you home, we must return to the beginning. Our road takes us back to the burning wall. Once there, your furry comrade will lead us exactly where we need to go. This is good animation on the dog.
It's very good animation on the dog.
Yeah, we're gonna be eating good in Dawn Trail.
I don't want to eat dogs.
Look. Hold on. I need to change mounts.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just chill out there for you.
There we go.
Torgal has this to say.
Woof.
No, it was ... Oh. You chose the fat chocobo?
Yeah.
Okay.
We come this far now, Torgal will be our guide. Such for the purpose of his creation, after all. Ready? Take me home. Bark. Follow Torgal and don't get lost.
Oh, I thought this was going to be like a slow thing and they were going to go, whispers on the wind. Just whatever. You know? God, that was such a good moment.
Gone from Endwalker to Dogwalker.
I don't have anything funny to say to that. That's just a good bit.
Yeah.
Gotta hand it to you. Like, no one-upsmanship. You just did good.
Yeah.
Big fish, big fish, big fish. Person has a name Big Fish.
Yeah, that's
or
the title.
Title Big Fish. Bark.
Bark. Tale ends where it began. Unconscious in a field. Indeed. I was baffled as to why this, of all places, would serve as a junction between our two worlds, but now I think I understand. You do. Some years ago, Eorzea was visited by a cataclysmic disaster and was its seventh unbroke calamity. Yet even as fire and ruin threatened all we held dear, the world underwent a mystical renewal. It was as if the star was reborn. One theory attributes the miracle to a benevolent entity claiming that the undying phoenix flared into being to save us in our hour of direst need. Phoenix. Burning Wall itself is a scar left by those events, its crystal ridges having erupted from the earth overnight. Some believe these monoliths have solidified flame to be proof of the Phoenix's deliverance. That bond with your brother, the phoenix of your world, may have been the connection which brought you to this sacred place in ours. Onto the flame. Oh. Seems our time together is at an end. Thank you both. Press on, friend. Some Torgal leave answers to seek in Valistia awaits.
He was gone.
And then he was gone. I feel the stirrings of a ballad. It would be hubris to imagine I could capture Clive's story from so fleeting an example. I don't know, belong to someone else. He's like, go play 16.
Yeah.
My little adventure is over, set in motion as it was by a dream most cryptic. I thank you for indulging my sudden and strange request. As your promised reward, I hope this is sufficient. Torgo proved such a trustworthy guide that I thought to bind his likeness to a summoning whistle. Because I can do that. That's how he does every mount. He is responsible for all the big mounts.
Oh. Alright then.
It's like his whole stick.
You exchange empty secret special items with the gold saucer.
Of course. It's not enough that I did the quest, I gotta go to the fucking saucer.
Knight and acquire. Attire, rather.
Yeah, so you get Clive's outfit for completing the quest and a Torgal mount, which I will now pull out. Oh, he has an action. Oh, you can pet the dog.
Yay!
You can pet the dog. Look at that face. He's like better animated than anything in 14 right now.
Yeah, that's fair. Anyhow, look at me, I'm Clive.
Yes.
I'm Clive's persona.
Anyway, I'm gonna look at the saucer real quick. If we haven't had enough of that place.
Yes, fair.
That can't be it. Is there a specific vendor I need to look for here, do you know?
Probably. I have no idea where it would be. I've never had access to it before now.
Yeah, but you're usually smarter than me.
Yeah, because I usually have the brain cell. You're using it right now.
Okay, it's not any of those, so... Is this attendant? Yeah, there it is. There's several orchestrion roles that are 2,000 MGP each. Or 20,000 MGP each. It's very expensive to get the Final Fantasy 16 music. There's only one song I want, like, immediately, and that would be, that one. And hey, we stretched it out to a normal length stream. All I had to do was fail once.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. Hang on, I'm gonna switch over to back Paladin. Put this in the glamour drawer. No, I could have sworn that we got his sword too, but I guess not. There it is. Median vest. Gauntlets. Chausses. Colorets. Now we'll make a glamour plate. I don't care about this one. Move. There it is. And there you go. There's the 16 gear on a rabbit man. It don't look bad.
Don't look bad. But alrighty.
Yeah, that'll be it from us for this week. But Rauga will be on Sunday with more Wing Commander. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed it. It's Special thanks to all of our subscribers, past and present, scrolling on screen now. Couldn't do the stuff we've been doing for the last 4 years without the support you've given us. If you'd like to support the channel, consider a subscription. If you're already subscribed, consider a gift sub. Helps people get around those annoying ads. We have a throne.com wish list. That's always good. Check out our Veld channel on YouTube for anything you may have missed. I'd like to end things with a raid. And we'll raid me Oppenheimer. We'll be doing something with them in the very near future. Come, we said hi. Have a good night. Stay safe. We'll see you Sunday.
See y'all later.